Hello folks, we finally come to the miscellaneous exercise of this chapter and we are going to start the first question. Most of the things are repetitions of what we have done earlier, but there are certain things which are at certain places little new. So let's see the question number 1. What does it say? Write the negation of the following statements. They give us a certain statement and they ask us to write the negations of it. Now negations we've learnt earlier that whatever statement is given to us, just the opposite sense you have to give. But what we are doing here is a little more specifically we will learn. See, statements which has got there exists. Generally when we write the negation, we'll write there does not exist. And statements where for all that quantifier is used, we generally introduce there exists. And that's like a trick, so that you don't have to hunt a lot for the words and then you are able to frame the sentences easier. So that's how we are going to go for the negations. The first question, first part that's given to us is, for every positive real number x, x minus 1 is also positive. Now because it's for every, I have given you a hint that we'll use there exists. So there exists a positive real number x for which x minus 1 is, there exists a positive real number x for which x minus 1 is not positive. Okay, so because you have to get the negation of the statement. For every x, x minus 1 is positive, so we will take it the other way around. Not positive, yes. So let's write for there exists a positive real number x, there exists a positive real number x for which x minus 1 is not positive. Everywhere it was positive, but here that it is not. Right, so not positive and there exists is a highlighting words over here. Then all cats scratch, that is like for all, for all cats in this world the cats scratch, if you want to put it mathematically. So it's like for all statement. So all cats are going to scratch, so you have to say that there is some cat which is not scratching. Okay, every cat is scratching, there is someone which is not scratching. So there exists a cat in the world which doesn't scratch. Okay, so just check up with the usage. I do not scratch. Okay, so there exists some cat that doesn't scratch. You can have different usages of this. The idea is this: there exists some cat that does not scratch. You have to get the negative into the picture. For every, again it's for every real number x, either x is greater than 1 or x is less than 1. So because we have learned that for every we are going to use there exists. There exists a real number x and the opposite of this. There exists a real number x such that x is less than 1 or x is greater than 1. Or sometimes whenever this either or comes, it's better, you have to have the negation of either one. Or so that is why we generally, whenever this either or comes, we use neither nor, so that purpose is served. So we will say that there exists a real number x such that neither x is greater than 1 or nor x is less than 1, like that. So it will serve the purpose. So there exists a real number x such that neither x is greater than 1 nor x is less than 1. So the highlighting words here are neither nor and there exists. Now here it is there exists. There exists a number x such that 0 is less than x less than 1. There exists, generally we write there does not exist. Okay, so there does not exist, directly we get it. There does not exist a number x such that 0 is less than x less than 1. That goes quite easily. So this is a trick that we have learned now. When we were doing in the exercises, things were not so structured, you had all different kinds of things that we were making negative, but now here it is like this, so we are going to do it this way. That is our question number 1. Now question number 2 is also an old question for us, writing counter positive and converse. But the only problem here is when we were doing it in the exercise, the sentences that were given to us, they were very well behaved. It was very easy for us to do it. But here certain sentences are little wary. You have to put them into the actual order and then you have to get the contrapositive. We all know that contrapositive is negative Q implies negative P. And we know that converse is Q implies P. So we are going to go by that logic. A positive first one. A positive integer is prime only if. Look at the word only if. It is the same like implies, it is the same like if then, right? It has no divisors other than one and itself. So it is following the same order like if then. So that is why when we write the contrapositivity, negative Q implies negative P. So negative of this will imply negative of this. It has no divisors other than one and itself. So it has, a positive integer has divisors. It has no divisors other than one and itself. So it has divisors other than one and itself if a positive integer has divisors other than one and itself, then it is not prime. It is not prime. I've told you all these sentences are very debatable because you go to different materials, you see them using it in different ways. Certain people, they argue that by English it's correct and things like that. But then what we are doing is we are trying to look at the textbook. We are trying to see what the textbook has explained to us, and we are sticking to that principle, and we are trying to implement that, because what the textbook has told us is that only follows the same pattern like if then automatically we have to do it like this. So you won't find the answers tallying in many sources, because I don't know why things go haywire. But this is how we make ourselves understand. That's about this. I think we'll write all contrapositives first and go to the converses, so that you don't have to keep switching your mental frame. Right. I go to a beach whenever it is a sunny day. Now this whenever is something that gives you an opposite order. Okay, so actually whenever, whatever comes last is actually going to come first. Okay, so if this were to be written in our if then form, then the statement would be, if it is a sunny day, if it is a sunny day, then I go to a beach. A beach it is. Yeah. So this is the actual order. So we should have this order, then only we can write the other orders. So we know that negative of this implies negative of this. So if I do not go to the beach, if I do not go to a beach, then it is not a sunny day. Then it is not a sunny day.